Man, I love that thing. The clapper. Everybody do it. Welcome, welcome. Hello, everyone. I'm Mia Voss. You're watching and listening to the Mia Connect Power Chat. It's time again. We've got a full panel. My couch has been like a little not as filled lately, so I figured I'm going to fill it up with fabulous. So look at everybody that's down in there. Are you guys excited?
Oh, yeah.
Very.
Oh, yeah.
Woo! And Debbie, I know you want me to hide you, but I ain't gonna. So too bad. I'm gonna start right. I just want to introduce, and she's even muted. Debbie is working with us today as the producer and the comment wrangler. She's got her cowboy boots on and her little lasso, and she's gonna wrangle it up. So, guys, as you know, I've got 4 guests. We're gonna be talking about business efficiency and tools. Drink. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're going to do that one again. Real quick before we jump into it, you guys, I do want to give a quick shout out. As you know, this was a tough week anyway. 9/11 is always tough. Shout out to my angel, Vinny Princiata, one of the 343. We lost him. And then this week, we also lost the infamous Sideshow Bob Voss. So I wanted to just give a quick shout out. Oh, Robert, I was wondering if you had your Tripod Bob mug. Let me see it. Yeah, it is. It was really tough, Bob. Oh, thank you, my brother. Bob lost his battle with cancer. He's very missed. I do want to tell you guys that I need to find a Bob vessel because he's coming back in 10 days, and I need to find some place to put his little ashes and put him on a Bob shelf. So if anybody has any place that they really like for that kind of thing, let me know, because don't you guys think Bob needs something pretty fancy?
Absolutely.
Yeah, totally.
Yes.
Totally.
Yep, he needs it. And thank you to Debbie and to Heather for the Bob flowers this week. So shout out to Bob. Thanks, guys, for that. And from the grave, Bob has pretty much surpassed me because his video has more hits than any show I've ever done. He's such a show-off. So anyway, thanks for that, guys. Okay, listen, real quick. Let me introduce my panel, and then we're going to do Backpack comments. First up, I have Christine DeGraff coming out of Jersey. Hi, sister.
Hey.
It's been a while since I've had you on my couch.
It has been a while, definitely. I'm glad to be here.
Yes, thank you, sweetie. Next up, Brother Mike Allton. Hold on.
I'm excited. Always fun to be on your show.
Thank you. And what have you been doing since the start of the show?
I have been blogging.
Mike's written 10 blogs. Welcome, welcome back, my friend. Also coming back in on the panel couch is Robert Caruso. Ooh, that sounded kind of crazy. Welcome back, brother. How are you?
Doing awesome.
Good to see you. Bundle Post, yes.
That's
And yes, always good to see you. And first up on my couch, the best couch, Stephen Aldrich of GoDaddy. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
That clapper sounds weird, but I'm going to keep doing it. How are you today?
Life is good. Beautiful
good to see
morning.
You in sunny Cali?
I am in Sunnyvale, Silicon Valley, the heart where we have no water, so don't come visit us because we can't pour you a glass.
I'm going to be there, and well, that's in San Francisco, right?
A little bit south, but very close, in between San Jose and San Francisco.
Okay, everybody, we need to do a rain dance for California for sure.
Yes, please. We would appreciate that. Bring your own water if you visit.
BYOW, right? Love it. Well, welcome to the show. We're excited, guys, because each of you is going to be, listen, take notes. That's all I have to say. If you see my head down like this, it's because I'm going to be taking notes on everything that our panel has to say. So let's jump into the Backpack. I've got a couple. Debbie, do you have some good, I know you've got some good comments too, right? Let me see. Oh, hi, Brother Michael. You know you're loved. Oh, hey, little sister Debbie. Nobody knows who Mike Daniels is, though. Zara Altair. Hey, Zara. Good to see you as well. Sally Sue, working now, 11:02. Boom. Hi, that's Sherrill, and she's in from your world, right, Stephen?
Yes.
CJ with GoDaddy, also in the his house. Can't wait to see this one. And Lynn Abate, our sister from another mister. Is she not, Robert Caruso? She is our sister. Hey, and Robert and I just hit our 1-year anniversary the other day. We realized that was our very first Hangout chat was on September 8th. So who else we got here? Oh, yeah, Greg's favorite phrase, don't mess it up, but that's not really what he says. He's with Greg Voice Off. Be efficient. Hi, Lainey and Susan. It is going to be a very good day. Hi, Sherrill. He's in the back with David Henry Pipe. Coach G, he's always in the house, and he was there early. Love him for that. My sister, my twinsy, TikTok, hurry up. She's ready to get her learn on. Dawn Swick, thank you, darling. Sheila's in the house, too. She's looking forward to it along with Susan. Hi, Sherry. Can't wait for this. Just the info I needed delivered to my desk. That's perfect. Don't you just love G plus HOA? Yes. And Candy is coming to us live from Tokyo, and Chef and I are going to be doing a show with Candy tomorrow. She's going to be at a restaurant in Tokyo, and Chef Dennis and I are going to be drooling over the food and eating stale crackers and crying. So that's the Food and Boo show tomorrow night, guys. Seriously, that's what we do. We just cry to ourselves. So, Debbie, thank you for that. Hey, look who's in the house, too. Note to Reacts, woohoo. Looks like this is going to be another awesome show. Christine, you're going to be talking on that one.
Mm-hmm.
And, again, Lynn says she's multitasking, ready to listen to this illustrious and smart panel. She can't wait to bring it. So, you know, you guys, the pressure's on. Did you guys feel it this week? I was like, Smarty Pants, Smarty Pants.
We had to stretch ahead of time.
Right, you're all like, get your learn on, get your Smarty Pants on. Or as Mark Traphagen said the other day, ooh, I better get him back from the cleaners then. All right, you ready? I'm going to start with my girl Christine. Listen, you're spanning a lot of worlds. First of all, with Circloscope, you've made that happen along with my brother Craig Fifield. So tell us about that and then the other tools, drink, that you're working with.
Yep, I'm the co-founder for Circloscope. It's a circle management tool, and we relaunched in June, and it's been very well received, especially here on Google+.
Mm-hmm.
We recently integrated with Nodex, and recently, even more recently, with CircleCount, and we're very excited about that. So some really, 3 very powerful tools, all working together. Well, what I want to talk about today is, now this, you'll kind of relate to this, Mia, because, and I miss Bob Voss dearly already.
Thank you, honey.
He did have a profile page here on Google+, and as you said, his video was more popular than your show. Pets
it was more popular than Guy Kawasaki. I mean, Bob outdone Guy Kawasaki.
But, so Bandit, my dog, has had a page for about a year now. So basically he was copying Bob and created a page, and it's been sitting there for a year with 47 followers. So a couple weeks ago, kind of as a joke, I was messing around with a guy named Vincent, and I said, I bet you my dog can get more followers than you. So I started using Circloscope on Bandit's page. Within 2 weeks, Bandit went from 47 followers to over 800, and he started selling T-shirts and actually started making sales. Now, this is my dog. My dog is now in business here on Google+, making sales. So, I started thinking, obviously, hey, this is a pretty good business case and use for Circloscope, so...
I forget anybody who gives a hard time about posting things about animals, right? I mean,
yeah, right.
The picture of Bandit in his socks that you posted last year, which, by the way, is my all-time favorite.
That was my #1 post ever. I posted on my page. Here I spend, hours writing blog posts. I can't pump them out like Mike Allton. And, I might even spend a day or two writing a blog post. And then I put a picture, to get 100 pluses. Put a picture of my dog wearing socks, 1,500, goes viral, it's crazy. So Bandit, here with his 800 followers, is averaging over 100 pluses per post, over 10 shares per post. He is blowing me away. I have 85,000 followers. I am not averaging that. I'm like, this, so it's starting to actually affect me and bother me. I'm like, hey, I'm feeling like, this really kind of backfired because I'm thinking I just need to be Bandit because he's doing it so much better than I am. But I started thinking about that and why that is. I mean, with only 800 followers, to be getting that much engagement, 100 plus ones, to be making sales, and here with other people with 85,000 or even 500,000 or even 1 million followers are not doing as well as far as engagement. And I think that the key is that so many people that are following you are no longer active or do not see your post. Maybe they have you in a muted circle. Maybe, they just have so many people circled that you're not showing up. So, I think one of the keys is that your followers need to be very new, and you maybe need to keep, attracting new followers all the time, because it's going to be that newer, engaged, active audience that's going to really keep you going. One of the things that I really focused on when building his followers, and okay, how did I do that? Well, there's different ways. One thing that I did is I obviously went to some communities, some dog lover communities, and I started adding the active people to Bandit circles using Circloscope. You can, as far as NodeX, it's a discovery tool, it's a data mining tool. You can put in different keywords in there, different hashtags, and find people that are actively talking about what it is that you're talking about or what it is that you're interested in, and then add them to your circles. And same thing with CircleCount. There are people have tagged themselves based on their interests, and you can go on there and find people to add to your circles. So someone's always asked me, well, okay, how does adding someone to my circles build my follower count? Well, let's face it, this is a lot of people follow back. You follow them, they get a notification, they take a look, they say, oh yes, I'm interested in animals, and here's a dog following me, and they have, they have dog posts, and they're talking about dog things, and so I'm going to circle them. It just makes sense. So I'm kind of like excited to see if Bandit is going to be, people are starting to call him an influencer and tag him as a guru. How big could this get? I don't know. Someone already said they want to see Bandit do some seminars and webinars. I'm like, okay, well, you're getting a little silly here.
You're a little crazy. Let me ask you this, because you know how I get when sometimes we talk about stuff. Will I get this head? Will I get Martian Squeezy Head? Because you know how I get when I get overwhelmed, it's Martian Squeezy Head. So, are you feeling like it's? I mean, I love it. We've talked about that. So you kind of cracked a code a little bit of like using simple keywords or interests to figure out how to get that. And let's face it too, Bandit's damn cute.
Yes, but
just like his mama.
So this is not just a one-time fluke, though. I have over the past 3 months have worked with several, actually over, I don't know, 2 dozen small businesses to try to help them build their followers, increase their engagement, make sales, and I had a variety. I had some things that were not so easy to push, like a bail bondsman, or an insurance, it wasn't all, like I did have a couple jewelers. That was a little easier because obviously the bling, kind of like to get shiny. Yes. But like say for example for the bail bondsman and the insurance agent, we had to find communities that were local to them. We were trying to get people that, were in their area, as opposed to it's a lot easier if you have e-commerce. You're just, looking for people who are interested all over the world. But
right.
But you can definitely niche down and find the people. And the thing is that so many people, I feel like they are talking to an empty room. If you're posting every day, if you're here all the time, and if you're getting, 5+ ones, is anyone reading your post? Are you making any impact? Are you getting people to your website? No. So you really need to start doing something, or you're just wasting your time. And I think that's where NodeX and CircleCount and Circloscope can really help, find those relevant people and get them in your circles. And you do have to be active about it.
I'm going to get this real quick. Christine, you hit on an ancient tried and true sales method. New prospects always in the funnel, bottom line. And that can, and don't you think too, it's kind of like, and I don't know why the camera's frozen on me, so sorry guys, you're just seeing me nod because I get so excited about Christine. That's what I do. I look like a bobblehead. But, and sales can mean any kind of contacts. It can mean in actual direct sales, or just more that it's like these are people that are in my tribe and are going to be interested in what I have to say, right?
Yes. There's just, you're trying to find those people that are relevant to you, that are interested in what you're talking about, and get them, in your circles.
What's this one? Oh, hi, Heidi. Love her. You're inspiring me to bring Lucky the dog and the ancient. Oh, yeah, she felt. Oh, you guys, that's such a great story. So get ready for a bunch of animals to start showing up because that was the dog she found in Rome, and they consider each other to be lucky. So, guys, we're gonna do a, kind of an unusual thing today. Oh, and here's Sheffy, gone to the dogs. That's awesome. My brother Sheffy. What we're going to do, because we're going to transition over to Mike, is that I'm going to set up a separate post over on the Mia Connect. And if you guys want to be involved in that conversation, it's going to have Christine tagged on it, and then we can start a conversation and some questions about that because it's so content rich with each of the people I have on today that I'm going to do that. So if you're interested in talking to Christine, hashtag get some Christine, and then mention in the comments, and then we're going to start something separate, or maybe even just tag Bandit too. So circle Bandit, right?
Yeah, right? He's doing it well. You can learn a lot from that dog.
You really can. Casa Chiese needs to follow that dog. My brother does see. I'm telling you, you're encouraging me. I think I am going to actually I do have a shopping cart for these two. My friend made this little logo for him when he lost his front leg, so I'm going to get that out there too. So guys, look for a link for why not, right? Our dogs have got it. I need a T-shirt though. I don't know why I don't have one yet.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you. All right, sister, thank you so much. All right, next up, brother Mike, talk to me. Tell me what you got.
Yeah, so it's interesting because Christine was talking about the sales funnel and always keeping that full. And what I do is kind of before you get to the sales funnel, keeping that content marketing funnel full. Nice segue. So, and for me, that's mostly blog content. Not everybody can write. Not everybody can write a lot. But but what I do is talk to people, and I do this myself, about how they can keep that funnel of blog content full. And so this is where we're going to talk about Evernote today. And that's my #1 tool when it comes to blogging and marketing. Within Evernote, if you haven't used it before, it's an online note-taking tool.
Oh, love it. I love what you said last week. Like, if you're not using Evernote, you're hurting my feelings.
Yeah, you really are, because I talk about it so much. If you're not using Evernote, you're doing it to spite me, and I need you to know.
I'll have none of that.
So within Evernote, you can have notebooks, and you can have different notes within notebooks, so you can organize it however you want, and you can tag them. And our brother Jason Frasca will talk about that till the cows come home, because he loves Evernote. He's written a book about it. But the main thing that I focused on in Evernote is having a notebook or blog post. And within that notebook, I have one note that's for blog ideas. And the idea here is every once in a while, just sit down in front of your laptop and start banging out every idea you can think of.
Yes.
Blog post. It's a brainstorming session. And if you've never done a true brainstorming session, there's some tricks to it. Like, for instance, there are no bad ideas. Don't stop to think too much about any particular thing. Just any idea that comes in your head, jot it down. And if that can spawn some additional ideas, jot those down right away too. And get that list going. You want to have 50 to 100 ideas in this one single note.
And I think you hit on a really good point too, Mike, is that you need to do that and not judge yourself. Yeah. So the first thing that you said is like, don't get into this, it's that's stupid or this or that. Just really free form it, like on the paper, right?
Yeah, and don't worry about things like, I don't know if I want to write about that, or I don't know if anyone's going to be interested in that. And the #1 argument I hear is, well, everybody else has already written about that. And it's probably true, and I don't care.
Right, because here's the point. You may be writing it. It's maybe that, but like a snowflake, everybody's perspective is going to be unique.
Yeah, everybody's is different. And if I haven't written it before, and I don't, and it's a piece of information that my potential clients might want, that means I am forcing them to go to somebody else to get that information.
Right. You're forcing them away from you, right?
Yeah, so bring them in. So any kind of question that you can think of that your potential clients are going to ask, any topic that you could potentially write about, put it in that note. So that's your brainstorming note. So when you want to write and you have no idea what you're going to write about, that's the note to dive into. Jump through that list, read through it, and say, okay, yeah, I feel like writing about that today.
Yes, and so then you've always got that list that you can go back to, right?
Right, right. It's always in there. It's Evernote, and because it's Evernote, it's on your laptop, it's on your iPhone, your iPad, or whatever smartphone or tablet you're using. It's everywhere. It's ever present.
Who uses Evernote here? Anybody? Look at Robert. Look at Robert with that face. Stephen with that face too. And Debbie's got 2 hands up for you.
I've got somebody in the audience to convert. All right. So here's where it gets fun. Most of us don't have our best ideas when we're sitting in front of a blank piece of paper saying, I need to come up with a great idea. That's not when it happens. It's when we're in the shower. It's when we're driving. It's when we're having a conversation with somebody. You know, we're at the coffee shop or something like that, okay? That's when, at that moment, you need to grab your phone, you need to open up Evernote, and create a new note for whatever idea that is that came to your head. You're in your car, and this happened to me all the time, particularly a couple of years ago. I had a newborn, and my wife and I, we would go shopping together, okay? But the newborn would be asleep. So she'd be in the back seat of the car, I'd be in the front seat in the parked car, and my wife's in shopping for, you know, a long time. So I had some time to kill, and I would come up with ideas for topics. It would just come to me, or I'd be reading something or whatever. So as soon as that idea comes to me, I open up Evernote, and that's a new note. Because at that moment now, there's some thoughts associated with the idea. It's not just the topic. There's an idea there, and I want to capture as much of that as I can right at that moment. Blog, actually write it or not. I can put in a title for that note, and then I can start typing in links to an article that spawned it, or whatever ideas, maybe an outline, whatever. And now, when I have time to write, I can go back to that note, and everything that I was thinking of is right there, and I haven't forgotten it. I haven't lost it. And it's so easy at that point then to start banging out, and fill out some of those thoughts. And
this is how Mike Allton writes 10 blogs a day.
Yeah, it literally is. I literally have 50 blog posts in progress right now.
Let me quick comment, Debbie. Thank you. Mike wants to know: do you ever use voice recognition to draft blogs? Which I know Evernote has that little voice thing too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I absolutely have used that because I'm not gonna excuse me. I'm not gonna type and drive or anything like that. But there have been times where I've had a really good idea and I'm on the road, and I can pull up the voice recorder. Maybe I stop at a stoplight or something like that and pull up that voice recorder, and I can dictate into Evernote. Not surprisingly, I blogged about how to do that.
Excellent. Okay, now and whenever I think about this, it reminds me. You guys remember the Seinfeld a long time ago when Jerry wakes up in the middle of the night and he's just cracking up and laughing to himself. It's like and then puts it down, and he spends the whole next day going, what does this say? He's got like the best joke in the world, and he can't remember it. Like this was long before Evernote. Whenever you say that, I always think about that Seinfeld.
That's absolutely right. That's absolutely right.
No more of that. Oh, our brother Jeff C's up in here. He uses Evernote as well to record ideas for videos. It's also great to taking audio notes if you're driving in the car, which again reminds me of a great movie where there's like, note to self, put mayo in tuna. I can't remember what movie that was, but that would be me, like talking to myself. So I love it. I love it. And listen, I'm going to segue over to Brother Robert because we talked about this. It was interesting. Hootsuite, obviously. Let's see. Where's your little hootie, by the way?
Yeah. Just I got the flag here. Here's my little owl.
Hey, I love him.
Yeah. And Jason Frasca and I, I'm almost done with it. Jason Frasca and I have teamed up on a blog post, how to use Hootsuite and Evernote together. And you're going to love this, Mia, because every technique that we came up with is a Star Wars spaceship flying maneuver.
I can't even take that.
Yeah.
Impressive. Very impressive. I was about to say, Evernote is so synonymous with Jason Frasca as well. So, guys, I can just hear that blowing up noise with the two of you getting together and writing a blog post. That's insane in the membrane. Please post that. When is that coming out, by the way?
Hopefully next week.
Okay. Yeah, that one, guys. Oh, and so same thing for Mike. I'm going to start a little discussion for that too. If you want to get some Mike Allton, hashtag get Mike Allton, put that in the comments as well. So now I'm going to segue over. Hootsuite goes into Bundle Post, which is Robert Caruso. Tell me something good. Tell me something good.
Coffee.
Yeah, coffee's right.
For those of you that don't know Bundle Post, every morning we brew about a truck size of coffee, and the entire team then gets this hose and we siphon it into Bundle Post, and that's the fuel for our technology. It's what we live and run on over here.
He's not kidding either, you guys.
No, I usually have my first pot done about 7 a.m.
Follow Robert on Instagram too. You'll see all kinds of good stuff on that too. So tell me why me as Mia, why we just talked about this in the green room. Why I need Bundle Post? Tell me why.
Yeah, I think there's so many reasons. Let's first dispel the myth, right? So there's not, do I use Hootsuite or do I use Bundle Post? It's you use both, okay? As an example, as a brand, a company, and our individual team members, we all use Hootsuite, right? It's from a dashboard, a conversation, and I want to post something right now to these 3 places. It's one of the most effective, efficient tools. And then the collaboration stuff with their team, I mean, you just have to have that. And by the way, there's only about 8,000 dashboards like that out there. That's the one we've used since we were an agency, and that's the one we still use today. Okay? So it's not a, do we use Hootsuite or do we use something else? We use Hootsuite today. Bundle Post works with Hootsuite. Okay? So we don't do anything Hootsuite does, and frankly, they can't do anything we do. We have 20 claims in our patent. Where we sit is in the back office. So it is a content marketing, scheduling, hashtagging, and efficiency, business and social media marketing efficiency tool. So that's what Bundle Post does. So when we were talking this morning, I said, all week I've been watching Mia, posting and scheduling out on, on Twitter, and then over on G+, and then over on Facebook, and so on. And I said, hey, Mia, we need to talk, because a component of Bundle Post is something that most dashboards are missing out there, and frankly, our patents cover it. So enough said about that. But the point is, one of the challenges you have with your social media marketing is knowing, what do I have to share about me? What are the interviews I've done? What are the articles written about us? What are the landing pages we have, the videos, etc., that we have available to share? Well, Bundle Post, aside from the curation and aggregation element of what we do and the scheduling efficiencies, is the content marketing, the social media marketing element. Right? If you have everything you have available to share in one place, and you can schedule those with a couple clicks over 4 or 5 days, you become extremely efficient. So one of the things in talking with Mia here was, instead of having to copy and paste and schedule one by one by one by one across all these platforms, Bundle Post enables you to save those posts in a My Content folder and call it the show campaign. And you have your URL, you have your text of your posts, your mentions, and so on. And you can select those, say, 30 posts and merge it with a schedule for 2 posts a day, whatever you want. And in 45 seconds, you hashtag them, you schedule them, and you export them to upload right into Hootsuite, into Plugio, into Sendable, into whatever dashboard system you're using that we have an integration with. So what happens is, your time with your social media efforts related to this project, show, launch, whatever it might be, is centered around the things that drive results. Engagement, conversation, building relationships, and so on. So the powerful thing about it, and I'll shut up after this, is it's not just you, right? We have 5 guests on the show here. Mia, if she had done this, she could have a schedule for Mike, a schedule for Robert, a schedule for everybody, and do an export for them and hand them the file. There's not, will you remember to tweet this? It's
that's such sexy talk, I can't even tell you.
Done.
Total sexy talk. You had me at that, because I mean, what did I put in the description? Time is money.
Time is money, and when you can hashtag 100 posts in 1 second, right, and schedule those posts and select curated content from all of your aggregated channels you've set up and infuse your marketing messages into the stream as well. It's about efficiency. I said the other day that time is money. It's real simple. Time is money. So in social media, where you spend your time has a direct correlation, or how I said it was, your time allocation has a direct correlation with your social media results. Where are you spending your time?
I like all the syllables you had going on there. Allocation. Yeah. It's so true, though. And we've talked about that. I mean, you've had this going for, cheers. By the way, the coffee thing's going over big with the audience, brother.
I know my audience. We all drink coffee.
We're all back crap cray about it. Listen, guys, I'm also going to set one up so you can pick the brain of Robert Caruso, because that is good stuff. I know Julia's probably in the audience, too, so shout out to her.
Yeah. I'm just sitting here trying to figure out how it is that I've never tried Bundle Post. I am going to try it as soon as I get off here.
Look at her. She's over here.
I'm like, how did I miss this?
Okay, Christine, after ping me, let's schedule a one-on-one, or anyone else in the audience, ping me on Twitter at Fondalo here on G+, or at any of the Bundle Post accounts. Julia or myself or any of the team members will schedule a one-on-one to show it to you. It's funny. Yesterday, everyone knows Pam, Marketing Nut, in our industry here. On our finally one-on-one demo yesterday, she says, "Oh my God, now I know why everyone has told me for a year that post will change your life." Her head was just ready to explode. It was awesome.
It's like purple Kool-Aid. It's got a combination of which one of y'all kick me and purple Kool-Aid.
That's it.
And that's it. All right, so we're going to do a little chat with Robert, too. And listen, if you're just tuning in, you are watching and listening to the Mia Connect Power Chat. I got GoDaddy, Bundle Post, Social Media Hat, Circloscope, Debbie in the audience. I got everything. So listen, I'm going to get my GoDaddy on right now. He's waited. He's here. We got Steven. Welcome. Tell me something good.
Thanks, Mia. Well, it's interesting. GoDaddy has been around for a while. We've got 12 million customers all over the world. And the thing that amazes me every day when I talk to our small businesses is how they're still struggling with the multi-screen world that's just piling more and more expectations on us every day. So we just did a survey recently, and I've heard this from a bunch of small businesses, that customers, when they send an email now, expect it back, response back literally in 1 hour, in 4 hours. And Robert, you were just talking about this, Mia, too, right? Time is money. So the customer expects folks to get back to them quickly, and small businesses are out there actually doing work, right? We're trying to interact with the customer, trying to serve the customer, and someone else is sending us a note. So the thing that we've done recently is worked with the guys at Microsoft and bring Office 365 to the little guy, right? So we're all about how do we help the small businesses, kind of tilt the playing field away from the big guys and really bring that personal service, that capability of one-on-one to the masses. And so what we are talking about today is taking all of that email, all your contacts, all your calendar information, all your documents. I use a bunch of Google apps as well, but whenever I interact with our small businesses, I get Word docs, I get PowerPoints, I get Excel files, and the expectation is that I've got Word, Excel, PowerPoint as well. And so the thing that I wanted to put out there today, kind of posit as an idea, is for those of us who are all still using desktop apps, which is certainly me, we need to get access to that stuff on our phones, on our tablets, on the go. And so what I've been experimenting with and talking to now hundreds of thousands of small businesses that we've gotten onto the Office 365 platform is create a document locally, access it on your phone, edit it on the web, and it's a seamless transition between all three of those modes. You can get work done anywhere, anytime, whether you're in the car, whether you're at home, and that's, I think, a pretty big leap, because I know I'm really familiar with and comfortable with, the stuff I've used for many years, and yet I want the power and flexibility of having those things on the web. So it's a pretty interesting and neat idea to say, hey, I can use what I'm familiar with and have Word, Excel, PowerPoint online on my phone, and it looks and feels the exact same. It's very neat, and we're getting a lot of positive feedback that it's letting people get work done, collaborate, share, and have interactions with their customers on the go. Kind of meeting that need of someone sends you a note, you can respond immediately, share that document you were working on with them, share that proposal, and have that real-time feedback going while you're out and about serving another client or on a Google Hangout with Mia. Although hopefully, yeah.
Love it. And you don't have to do that whole let me get it back to you when I get back to my office thing.
Right. I mean, it's interesting. I use my iPhone everywhere, and we were asking folks, hey, where do you get work done? We've gotten some crazy answers back for where people get work done.
Tell me some.
Well, graveyard, yacht, the bathroom, although I think most of us probably get that work done. We'll leave that unsaid.
That's getting stuff done.
Yeah, certainly in the coffee shop. And now the expectation is that we're going to win as small businesses by being available and accessible and bringing our expertise every moment of the day when a client needs us. So this Office 365 from GoDaddy really does bring all of the desktop apps you need, web, mobile, all synced, and of course with GoDaddy you get that 24/7 customer care if you need help. So it's been really fun for me to both try it myself, work with a bunch of small businesses to figure this out.
I'd love to hear from the audience too if any of you are using that, because I know everybody's kind of been piping in on that. So let us know if you're using that product. Let us know if you're a client of GoDaddy as well. And here's what I'm loving, Stephen. I feel like you guys are such advocates for small business.
Thank you. Yeah, we just had a big blog post yesterday. Blake Irving, our CEO, sent a note to the FCC saying, hey, this net neutrality thing, we got to get...
I just read it this morning. It's so good.
So we are very concerned that if something gets in the way of treating all of us the same, that small businesses won't get their websites found and won't get their content found. And this day and age when customers are looking for us on the web, if there's a fast lane and a slow lane, we are really in trouble in terms of innovation and growth from small businesses' perspective. So we've got to make sure that our voices are heard.
I am so on board with that, Stephen, and if there's anything I can do personally or Bundle Post can do, and I actually have some ideas on that to help further that and partner with you on that message, I would absolutely be happy to.
Yeah, so send me a note. It's Stephen at GoDaddy, and happy to follow up on that. And anyone in the audience can do that too.
Please do, and listen, we're going to post that link because I did pull that up. I've seen it actually come through my stream this week. Really great overview. First of all, he had some great facts about the number of small businesses. I mean, 85% of businesses, it's under 5 people. So these are huge numbers to look at and see that we could be in some serious trouble. So it was very well written and very educational and getting us all kind of like, hey guys, this is for everybody.
Yeah, there are 23 million businesses in the U.S. that are solo entrepreneurs, and another roughly 4 million that have fewer than 5 employees. That's out of a total of 28 million. So over 95% of businesses in the U.S. are small. We've got to make our voices heard and make sure that we're not drowned out in this debate.
True, and listen, and not to get on this too much, but I love this. It says, under the current proposal, most small business websites in America would be relegated to the slow lane, thus transformed into second-class economic players almost overnight. That's some scary stuff.
Yep, so, hey, speak out, send me a note. We'd love to get you all on board. Obviously, political might, if we're all distributed around the U.S., which we are, let's make sure that our representatives have heard from us.
Yeah, the voice gets heard for sure. So, listen, yeah, guys, we'll post it in there too. Hey, let me have what's some of the things that you use, Stephen, in your own business that you're in your own efficiency? What are you loving? Like, are you doing Evernote, or tell me some of your little secret tips and tricks?
Yeah, the thing that I'm interested in is when I'm out, and this is an interesting example. When I'm out trying to serve customers, the thing I hear the most from them, and the thing I have on my phone as well, is actually a PayPal app, PayPal Here, And what we're finding is folks are using various ways, PayPal here, Square, they might use their bank's website, but everyone that I'm talking to now that's either a service business, which is interesting, or a product business wants to finish up a project, have the invoice sent, and then get paid instantly. So I've got an app on my phone. GoDaddy's got one called Get Paid as well. But even service businesses now are using apps on their mobile device, and that syncs up with a invoice on the web to finish a project, email that project out, and then they don't have to worry about, hey, did I get paid or not get paid? It's tracked automatically in the background, and you'd be probably not amazed, unfortunately, that very large percentage of small businesses that I've talked to find that they are not getting paid for the work they've done. Something on the order of a quarter have done work, and they're not sure they sent the invoice or had the invoice paid to them. Time is money. If you did the work and you didn't get paid, that's horrible. So we're finding this is a really useful app. And again, the app the GoDaddy has is Get Paid. PayPal has one called PayPal Here, invoicing, tracking, and payments all wrapped up in one. And I don't invoice my customers here at GoDaddy. I get a paycheck every day. But the small businesses that I talk to use it, and I've actually used it a bunch in working with small businesses. Hey, send me the invoice. We'll get that thing paid for you.
You guys should use the hashtag that Christine and I came up with. What is it, Christine?
Get paid to be awesome.
Get paid to be awesome. That is one of our favorites. And if people aren't getting paid to be awesome, that is not good stuff at all. Hey, real quick, Dawn says that she is loving her GoDaddy. So we've got some really good comments in there. Hi, Crystal. I use GoDaddy, but haven't explored the Docs on Demand feature yet. So, guys, we'll have that in the conversation as well. John, sorry, John, I can't say your name. He's already a client. Couldn't be more pleased with the product services. Already using Office 365. Boom, look at that. Can't go wrong with people shouting you out in the audience too. So real quick, guys, I want to hear from Robert and Mike and Christine. Give me one thing that you're using that you just absolutely love that makes your life easier. That's besides what your products are. Robert.
Yeah, I think along the same lines of what Christine was talking about related to managing your following and growing your audience and so on. 2 points. Number one, we have used, even when we were an agency, Managed Flitter, and that's great for the Twitter side of that same functionality. Number two, I wrote about exactly what Christine was talking about on Tuesday, and it's called the Social Media Connection Cycle, and it talks about and breaks out the percentages of your older connections, your newer connections, and your targeted connections, and how they all flow in and out of your engagement bucket, if you will, your relationship.
Look at this. Great minds think alike, I'd say.
I saw that under Big Bada Boom.
Yeah. So, really, there's thousands, millions of tools. I'm one that minimalist, right? So we always focus on what are the 3 tools we need, and those are the ones that we execute. So for us, it's Managed Flitter, it is Hootsuite, and it's Bundle Post. And yes, are there things that maybe you can't do? Sure, you bet. But those 3 make us the most efficient, the most effective, and the most profitable at what we do.
And you forgot number 4, which is drink coffee.
Well, that's a given. The truck.
I need to give you a one-on-one Circloscope training.
Yeah, sounds good.
I can see this is going to be a dual training thing. I almost feel I wish you guys would HOA that so we can just sit like flies on the wall and see that's cool.
Let's do it.
Watch the 2 of you go at it. That's awesome. Hey, Brother Mike, give me something. Give me one quick fancy thing you do that makes your life easier.
All right. Well, I talked about Evernote, and everybody knows I talk about it all the time. But the one tool that I use that really is essential, it's become essential to my business, that I don't really talk about publicly, FreshBooks.
What's that?
Is my online accounting software. And I can set up estimates and invoices for people online. And the real key for me was being able to set up automatic recurring invoices.
Gotcha.
So I've got monthly and annual clients, and I set them up once, and FreshBooks sends them out an invoice on the anniversary of their invoice, whatever it is, and I take paper now, right through FreshBooks. So it's all professional, it's all clean, hands off.
Love it, and we're going to post that in there. Hey, guys, are you seeing... Oh, Robert, I see you have your hand raised, honey.
Yeah. By the way, I teach about 200 social media agencies how to do this business profitably from an agency side, and many of them use FreshBooks. Let me add, from that perspective, the social media agency perspective to what Mike's talking about, because I know a lot of our folks use that, is always, always, always bill your clients by credit card. You control the payments. Don't chase money or invoices to get a check. You're gonna spend more time chasing them for checks than you will doing their work every month. So always bill by credit card, control the payment, and yes, FreshBooks works great from the social media agency side of things. Sorry.
Loving it. Checks are dumb. Hey, Christine, tell me what, give me something that you do.
We use ZenDesk and Zopim. I think it's what it's called.
What's that?
ZenDesk is a customer service like help desk, and we have a knowledge base as well, so people can put in their questions, their problems, their tickets. It's very, very easy to use. And Zopim is an online chat that comes up on your website, the hi, how can I help you? And so we just have that, open all the time and are able to answer questions right away. And the thing that's really cool is it's very affordable for small businesses. It's $1 a month for ZenDesk.
Hey.
And Zopim is free. It's the free version.
I wish you could get Bandit as your little cartoon thing. Yeah, little mascot. Ask Bandit. I think you really should.
It's definitely helped cut down on problems, because we're just right there, pop up, answer the question really quick. We're sitting here at our desks anyway, so it's very easy to just answer questions. And if not, they leave a message and it goes straight to the help desk.
Dude, I am loving that. Listen, guys, first of all, I've had the most viewers I've had in a long time. That's because of you, Fancy Pants. I'm just saying. We're going to transition, and then we're going to do Back Crap Crazy and Call to Action. Transition today, old school. Here we go. What's on the bottom? What's on the bottom? I want to see right now. Mike Allton, you're up first. What's on the... Woo! Hey, Mike Allton. There he goes. Christine DeGraff, let's see it.
I wore jeans because I knew you were going to do this. So
I was going to do that to you. I was hoping you'd have the crazy jammy pants on. I'm bummed out.
You caught me last time. I'm like, no, I'm wearing the jeans.
Robert, boom. Brother, what's on the bottom?
Busted.
Busted. That reminds me of the Emmys when they had what's-her-name, spinning around. This time we get Robert. Listen. Steven, I told you we were going to bust it out, and what's on the bottom?
Yeah, nothing too exciting today. Sorry about that. Just normal pants, normal pants. They're even zipped.
Khakis are awesome. Here's my what's on the bottom. Little fancy skirt just for you guys. Boom.
Nice green.
Have you ever really gotten anybody embarrassed with that? I mean, I was in jammies once, but
that was really good. I don't think I have. I think I've definitely shocked people. Oh, Debbie, do you want to do what's on the bottom? Oh, girl, there it is. What does that say?
Tigers.
Tigers.
Oh, look at one or two.
I didn't plan that. It's an opportunity.
Oh, as long as it didn't say juicy.
That
would have been really funny, too.
Lakewood Tigers. Go Lakewood Tigers.
That's right. And as you guys know, Debbie's about 5 minutes away from me, so I'm waving at you out the window there, too. All right, guys, here we go. We're going to do Call to Action and Back Crap Crazy in whatever order you like. I'm going to start with Steven because you have waited so patiently. So what's your Back Crap Crazy and what's your Call to Action?
So Back Crap Crazy is a nonprofit I'm deeply involved in called the Bay Area Glass Institute, baggy.org. If anyone's in the Bay Area and wants to come down and get a class on how to blow glass, it'll blow your mind. 2,000 degrees in the furnace, create something, bring it home. The call to action, so we just introduced a triple play, what we're calling Get Online Today. A website, domain name, and Office 365 for $1 a month for the first year. So if you go to GoDaddy.com/offers/ GoDaddy.com/online-business. I should put that out on the web. It's easier to see. But GoDaddy.com/online-business, $1 a month, website, domain, and Office 365.
Guys, take advantage of that, and Steven's going to post that. As usual, you guys, after we're done, all my guests are going to post that. We're going to have those separate postings just for you guys today because there's too much to capture just on our event comments. Although we should try and break the 500 just for giggles. I kind of enjoy that. So thank you for being on the show, though. I so appreciate it. And then, Steven, will you post the glass place as well? Because that sounds cool.
Totally.
Love it. Love it. Hey, Brother Robert, how about you? What you crazy about, and what's your call to action?
What am I crazy about?
Yeah, Backcrab crazy, bro.
I don't know. I don't know. I was supposed to think about it. I don't know. I'm backcrack crazy, just freaking crazy, I guess.
Yeah, that's nothing new. How about you, little man?
I didn't know I was supposed to think of something, and so this is the first I heard of it. I'm sorry, I didn't know.
What are you talking about? You've seen it all the time, but that's okay. We stumped the Caruso.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what to say.
Backcrab crazy. Now let me segue. Person, place, or thing that you're crazy about. I've had everything from vampire porn to, stuff like that. What are you crazy about?
I'm backcrack crazy about two people right now. That without them, I could not do what I do every day. There's three, but we'll leave one out. One is Miss Julia Hull, who heads up all of our customer support, and I'm going to cry.
She's backcrack crazy
work. For sure. What I do every day without her. The other is who she has affectionately named the Wizard of Oz, or the Oz behind the curtain, which is our Chief Technology Officer, Everett Steele. We have named him publicly.
He's out of the closet now too, huh?
Love them. I mean, we could not do what we do without them. So,
dude, it takes a village.
Call to action. Bundlepost.com. When you start your free trial, on your dashboard, there's 3 columns. Column number 1 is your account information. The middle one is stuff you need to know, new stuff. Column number 3 is support. On the bottom, down towards the bottom, there's contact support. Don't waste time trying to learn it. You have a free pro account, and that includes unlimited support. Click contact support and schedule one-on-one setup and training. I'll shut up now.
And it's really good. I've done it before too, so I'm on that. All right, yay, and that's going to be in there. And hey, Steven, your GoDaddy folks have already put it there in there. They're all over it like white on rice.
Awesome.
I'm loving it. Awesome. Mike Allton, give me some backcrab cray-cray and what your call to action is.
Yeah, I'm going to start off with the call to action, and that is simply go to thesocialmediahat.com and sign up for my newsletter. I don't send spam. I send you recaps of the latest blog posts so you don't miss them. So hopefully next week or so, when I come out with this new blog post on using Evernote and Hootsuite together, if you're signed up, you're going to get it, and you won't miss it that way. So that's my CTA.
Yes.
My crap crazy. I love my new marketing team at SiteCell. I'm the new CMO for SiteCell, and I've been bringing them over. They started watching your show last week, Mia, and most of them are here today, and they're loving it. They're digging the HOA format, and really excited to be working with them. We're having a great time.
You have spread the word, brother, have you not? That's good stuff. All right, girlfriend Christine, give me something.
Call to action. I want you to go give Circloscope a try. We do have a free version, and we also have a money-back guarantee on the paid version, so you have nothing to lose. And lots of followers to gain. Also, give CircleCount a try. Go set up your profile. It's free. And give Nodex a try. Again, free. They have a free version. So, definitely give these tools a try, and I'll post links. And we're going to give a discount today as well. Backcrap crazy, as usual, about my music hangout. And on, it's always about that. And on Wednesday, we're actually having an open mic. We have 2 disposable YouTube channels set up because we're going to try to allow people to play covers without getting shut down. And I know Mike just cringed. So we'll see what happens. And it looks like Daria Musk is planning to stop by. And we have a whole bunch of musicians. We have Ars Nova. We have the Astons. So it's going to be a great time.
I'm going to stop by. I'm going to dust off my guitar, and I'm going to play that song from Animal House, I Gave My Love a Cherry. Let's see how it goes.
Awesome.
And then somebody's going to break my guitar. You guys go follow that because you have My Music Hangout. You are really, really kicking it hardcore. So thank you, honey. And she'll post the links in there, too. Oh, and follow Bandit.
Oh, yeah. I'm back crap crazy about that dog.
Yeah, I am too. And you know, you guys are so sweet. Bandit did give us the little look over his shoulder when we had the goodbye hangout with Bob. So
yeah, and my fiance thinks I'm nuts because now that Bandit has a page and it's filled with selfies. And if you thought I took his picture a lot before, it's like now we have daily photo ops. And, you know, it's funny because he always looks exactly the same. But, you know.
Unimpressed.
And he's always sleeping. So, I mean, they're not, like, the most exciting pictures, but.
I'm going to actually turn on the photos because I want you to post the sock one. Please, please, please. Post the one of the socks just so we can have it here. Hey, Debbie, thank you so much for helping us out today, too, sweetie. Do you want to give us a Bat Crap Crazy? Or call to action?
I am, first of all, going to start with some calls to action because you put one out there, and then we had Susan Finch bring you a suggestion as well as Leela, so be sure to check those.
Thanks,
and then, the Bat Crap Crazy is I love tools. Not for the same reason that Jeff loves tools, but I love tools because I am kind of Bat Crap crazy about efficiency.
You are an efficiency nutbag. I love it. That's why I called you today. I was like, do you want to come on and wrangle some comments? Because I was like, girlfriend, this is in your wheelhouse.
Yeah,
like
and that, by the way, was at 6:15 a.m., which is why the mask and the sweatpants, you know? I mean, there's only so much you can do before.
I love it. I love it. Guys, listen, my call to, and Debbie, I so appreciate you. My call to action is go to themiaconnect.com and subscribe because I loved you. And then my Bat Crap Crazy is a new partnership I have with TEDx Mile High. I love me some TEDx, so we're strategic partners with them now. I have free tickets to the Convergence event tomorrow, so if you guys want them, you got to ping me, give me your email address, and we'll get you in on that for us Denver people. So that's it. Thank you so much, Stephen Aldrich, Robert Caruso, thank you, Mike Allton, Debi Davis, and my girl, Sista Christine DeGraff. That's it for us, guys. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.